Camera pans across a tense Senate hearing room. Murmurs fill the chamber. Spotlights focus on the witness table where Rep. Jasmine Crockett sits, papers neatly stacked in front of her. Senator Joni Ernst leans forward, a stern expression fixed on her face. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation. Narrator, voiceover, dramatic. In Washington, words can cut deeper than knives. As a broken bar, accusations can make or break legacy. As a broken bar, and evidence, when delivered at the right moment, can silence the loudest voices. What unfolded between Senator Joni Ernst and Representative Jasmine Crockett was not just another exchange. It was a collision of pride, proof, and power. Act 1. At the accusation. Scene A. Senate hearing room. Joni Ernst, raising her voice. Representative Crockett, you've stood before this committee time and again, making claims that don't hold water. Let's not dance around the truth. Many here believe you've lied about the numbers, about the funding, and about the policies you so passionately defend. Gasps ripple through the chamber. Some senators lean forward. Reporters' bands scratch furiously on their notepads. Joni Ernst, pressing further, tell me, why should the American people believe a word you say when your so-called day facts have crumbled under scrutiny? Camera zooms in on Jasmine Crockett, calm and unshaken, her hands resting gently on a thick binder. Narrator, voiceover, the strike had been made, a direct accusation, a challenge meant to corner Crockett, but little did Senator Ernst know Crockett had come prepared. Act 2. At the calm before the storm. Jasmine Crockett, softly, but firmly, Senator Ernst, with all due respect to broken bar, when someone accuses me of lying, they better be ready for receipts, and I have plenty. She flips open the binder with precision. The room grows silent, every eye glued to her next move. Jasmine Crockett, raising a document. This is the federal budget report from last quarter. Page 72. The numbers I quoted came directly from here. I did not alter them. I did not misrepresent them. I read them verbatim. She slides a copy across the table toward Ernst. Cameras flash. Aides scramble to look at their copies. Jasmine Crockett, turning a page. Anthesa. She holds another paper high. A is the independent audit conducted by the Congressional Budget Office. It confirms precisely what I stated in my last hearing, word for word, number for number. The audience shifts. A hush falls. Ernst's eyes narrow as she flips through the paper, trying to find a crack in Crockett's shield of evidence. Act 3. At the clash. Joni Ernst, defensive. These documents don't tell the whole story. You cherry-picked numbers to fit your narrative. That, Representative Crockett, is deception at best. Jasmine Crockett, leaning forward, her tone sharpening. No, Senator. What's deceptive is pretending I didn't come here armed with facts. What's deceptive is dismissing evidence just because it doesn't serve your political theater. She slams another folder on the desk, this one thicker, brimming with highlighted pages. Jasmine Crockett, raising her voice slightly, you accused me of lying. But every page in this binder screams the opposite. Testimonies, reports, data cross-verified by independent watchdogs. Do you want the American people to believe their own government's audits are a lie too? Or just the woman sitting in front of you who refuses to bend to intimidation? The chamber erupts in murmurs. Some senators nod subtly, others avoid eye contact. Ernst tightens her jaw, caught between retreat and retaliation. Act 4. Rather turning point. Narrator, voiceover, and then, the moment that turned the room upside down, a broken bar. Jasmine Crockett, pulling out a digital tablet, projecting it on the big screen. Here is a video clip from your own statement last month, Senator Ernst. Roll the tape. On the screen, Ernst is shown quoting the exact same numbers Crockett had cited earlier. The room goes dead silent. Jasmine Crockett, pointing to the screen, you used these figures yourself, the same figures you just accused me of lying about. So, Senator, was it a lie when you said IDA or only when ID? The crowd gasps audibly. Reporters scramble. Cameras click like gunfire. Ernst's face flushes crimson as the weight of contradiction hangs in the air. Act 5. A silence and respect. Scene at the chamber in stunned quiet. Ernst fumbles with her papers, searching desperately for a comeback, but none arrives. She shifts in her chair, adjusting her microphone, her once confident tone reduced to a whisper. Joni Ernst, murmuring, that a broken bar, that's not the point I was making. Jasmine Crockett, leaning back, composed, voice steady. "No, Senator, the point is that truth doesn't bend because of who delivers it. Evidence doesn't become false because it comes from me." The chamber breaks into murmurs of approval. Some senators nod firmly, a few even clap quietly before being hushed. Jasmine's gaze remains locked on Ernst, steady, unshaken, victorious. Act 6 had followed. Narrator, voiceover. In just minutes, the tide had turned. What began as an accusation ended as a lesson. Senator Ernst had tried to brand Crockett a liar, but the receipts told another story. A story of preparation, precision, and power. Camera pans across the reporters, typing headlines into their laptops. Crockett silences Ernst with evidence. Hearing turns against Ernst, proof over politics. Jasmine Crockett, final words. Calm yet firm. "Senator Ernst, I stand on truth, and when the truth is this clear, it doesn't matter how loud an accusation ice up, it will always collapse under the weight of evidence." Applause ripples through the back of the room. Ernst sinks into silence. Jasmine calmly closes her binder, her composure unbroken. Act 7, a closing narration. Narrator, voiceover, dramatic. And so it ended not with shouting, but with silence. Jasmine Crockett didn't just defend herself, she redefined the battlefield. Because in an age of spin and spectacle, evidence remains the ultimate weapon, and those who stand on a broken bar cannot be shaken. Camera fades out on Jasmine walking steadily out of the chamber, binder in hand, her head held high. The words echo in the silence she leaves behind. Proof always prevails.